Jim Mandich back at Pro Players Stadium. Monday Night Football, it's electric. Doesn't make any difference if you're 2-11 or 11-2. You're going to get jacked up to play on Monday Night Football. And these two teams have played fairly frequently in prime time. One franchise up, one franchise down at the moment. The Dolphins have lost 5 of 6. The Patriots have won 6 in a row. And you look to the third quarter as one of the reasons why these two teams have headed in opposite directions. Miami has been outscored 78-13 in the third quarter. The Patriots have outscored their opponents 85-38 in the third quarter.
Yikes. We better be careful after halftime. I'm looking for a clean performance out of A.J. Feely tonight. He's got to be mistake-free, or else the Dolphins don't have any chance to win this game. He's thrown at least one interception in the last 6 games. He gets sacked a couple times a game, and boy, it's been exasperating, Howard. This year, the 5 interceptions returned for touchdowns. The Dolphins as a team have had more touchdowns returned for touchdowns than they have scored rushing touchdowns. That's absolutely unheard of.
You look at the, and you mentioned the rushing of the New England Patriots, or the rushing of the Dolphins, and the drastic contrast between the two. Corey Dillon's having probably his best year in the National Football League. I think he needs about 130 yards over the remaining 3 games to eclipse a single season best. He's got 10 rushing touchdowns. He gives them the one dimension that they didn't have last year and still won a Super Bowl with Antoine Smith, an okay back, but not Corey Dillon. And they gave up a second-round draft choice for him.
I know. Corey Dillon brings balance to the offense, and I think he makes Tom Brady better than ever. And, of course, you mix in Charlie Weiss, who's very unpredictable. He's got great imagination, and he'll make the daring call. And I just go back to the Super Bowl a year ago when the winning touchdown pass goes to a linebacker, Mike Vrabel, and then the 2-point conversion is the direct snap to Kevin Falk. And you're watching that, and you're going, wow, this guy knows how to orchestrate an offense.
What's unnerving if you're the Dolphins, so you look at how the Patriots have beaten people. 6 games they've won by 14 points or more. They scored 23 against a very good Buffalo defense. They scored 21 against a superior Baltimore defense. They hurt you in so many different ways. Walt Anderson is the referee. We'll have the Sun Cruz Casino coin toss coming from midfield. The Dolphins in their
welcome captain,
orange jerseys.
Captains. Gentlemen, the red
Patriots
helmet
with the white jerseys and the blue pants.
The logo is tails. New England is visiting team. We'll call the toss. Who will call it? The call is heads.
It's tails. Hey, Rod.
It is heads. New England's won the toss. Let me see. Which way you want to kick? That way. New England's won the toss. Will receive. Good luck,
Sun
Jeff.
Cruz Casinos with the loosest slots and biggest payoffs. For reservations, call 1-800-474-DICE. Sun Cruz Casinos. So is this a harbinger of things to come, because the Patriots score first 18 consecutive games, and they will have the ball first?
Well, we'll get to see this show that New England puts on. The addition of Corey Dillon has added just an entire... a year ago, you'd say, yeah, they're getting it done with Antoine Smith and Kevin Falk, but I still regarded them as a one-dimensional football team a year ago, overly reliant on Tom Brady. That is not the case anymore with Corey Dillon. They're a little beat up along the receiving core, Howard. Is it Bethel Johnson that is down today? Bethel Johnson
Inactive,
is down.
yep.
And David Givens is going to play in this game, but I think he's dinged.
David Givens has got an excellent streak going. 4 consecutive games. He has caught at least one pass in each of those games for 35 yards or more. He has become the deep threat, averaging 15 yards per catch for Tom Brady. What kind of year is Tom Brady having? 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, been sacked just 22 times in 13 games, completing about 60% of his passes. Starting lineups brought to you by Citgo. Attention Dolphin fans, win big this football season with MasterCard, Citgo, and Sirius Satellite Radio. Use your MasterCard at select Citgo locations in South Florida. You could win a Miami Dolphins flyaway package for 2. including an away game trip to Baltimore in the final game of the year, a Sirius satellite radio system, and Dolphins team store gift cards. Lindomar to kick off for Miami to Kevin Falk, who wears number 33, or Patrick Pass, who wears number 35. On kickoff returns, Bethel Johnson has won this year for a touchdown, 93 yards, but he is inactive for this game. For the Dolphins, they play the role of spoiler, and a big stage to be a spoiler. You know, I looked a little bit odd at the orange jerseys last year when I saw them for the first time. And as the game wore on, they started to look better and better and better, and then they had the nice comeback against Washington, beat them. So the Dolphins 1-0 with the orange jersey. But another way to pick up some cash for the company account. A little bit of buzz in the air here at Pro Player Stadium as Alindo Mari comes to the ball and drives it upfield. Kevin Falk at the 7-yard line, running right to the 20 and gets snowed under by the orange jerseys in mass. Corey Jenkins, who was activated this week, makes the stop on special teams. Now remember, Brendan Ayabandejo is starting in base defense. So how much special team work can he get tonight? And he's the leader of that special team group. Boy, the excitement playing on a Monday night. Tom Brady, 5th year out of Michigan, and Corey Dillon in his 8th year out of Washington. The wideouts are Gibbons and Patton, and the give to Corey Dillon running left at the 30, slips a tackle there, across the 40 and bumped out of bounds. Big play on first down. Arturo Freeman pushes him out, but Corey Dillon away at the races and a big gain across the 40-yard line.
Spectacular run by Corey Dillon. The eyes take him to the backside of the Dolphin defense. It's Brendan Ayabandejo who gets absolutely buried. He overreacts. He gets beaten badly, gets sucked inside, and that enables Corey Dillon to get around the Dolphins' right side.
18 yards on the run for Dillon, 1,327 on the season. Daniel Graham, the tight end, in motion. Again, they give it to Dillon running left. Much less success, a couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 44-yard line. Dillon, best year, 2000, where he gained 1,435 yards with the Cincinnati Bengals. The Patriots franchise record is 1,487 yards, sent by current New York Jet Curtis Martin, who, by the way, I think now leads the NFL in rushing. Christian Fourier, the second tight end for New England. And Dillon comes in motion, leaving an empty backfield. Brady back to throw with time. Over the middle, complete and wide open was David Patton. Close to a first down, just across midfield. Jason Taylor comes from behind and knocks down Patton, shy of the first down marker.
Only question is, how did Patton hold on to that football? Jason Taylor, like a flash, reacted back to that pass completion and almost separated Patton from the football.
So it'll be 3rd of the yard for New England, and they make one addition. 50 is an eligible receiver. That would be Mike Vrabel as a 3rd tight end. 3rd down, less than a yard, New England at midfield. They give it to Dillon running left. Got the first down. Couple of yards, just enough, maybe with a yard to spare, and the game's second first down.
Great block up front that time by Matt Light. Movement at the point. Corey Dillon just folded it in behind his offensive left tackle.
Dario Romero comes out. Dolphins stay with a 4-man front. Offset eye behind Tom Brady. Now the Dolphins bring 6 to the line of scrimmage. And Brady checks off at the line, anticipating a probable blitz. Play fake Brady. The quick dump out of the backfield is complete to pass short of the 40-yard line. Sammy Knight makes the stop on the play on Patrick Pass, who once upon a time was drafted by the Florida Marlins, played in the Rookie League in Melbourne, Florida.
That time, Patrick Pass tried to make it look like he was chipping on Jason Taylor and then just slid off into the flat. He was wide open for that completion.
Kevin Falk, an excellent pass receiver in the backfield. Givens in motion, the give to Falk, running right, pushed wide to the outside, slips a tackle and dives close to the first down marker. They had him for a loss. And here's one of the things that shows the difficulty for the Dolphins tonight. No Zach Thomas, no Eddie Moore, and the inability there to stop Kevin Falk from a first down.
Well, you got Corey Dillon running at one speed, and then you put Kevin Falk in at another. He's the change-up back, and he was able to just circle the Dolphin containment.
Richard Seymour is in at fullback on third and less than a yard. They give it to Dillon. He gets the first down at the 35. Imagine having to block Richard Seymour, a defensive end at 6'6", 310, to block for Dillon.
Patriots are just chewing up this Dolphin defense. Brady has not had to throw the ball down the field, just some little dinks and dunks, but mostly they've been playing smash mouth football.
They have it at the Miami 35, game's opening drive, nearly 4.5 minutes long. Branch to the left, and Patton to the right, and Dillon, the ball carrier, running left, breaks one tackle and dropped just shy of the 30 by Sammy Knight.
That was a good tackle by Sammy Knight. I'm not sure what happens if he misses that ankle grab on Corey Dillon.
I was going to be calling touchdown.
Yes.
It mattered about another 8 seconds. Dolphins are 29-7 against the Patriots here in Miami. Falk, the single setback. Dillon, 5 carries, 31 yards. 2nd and 6. Brady back to throw with a lot of time. Lays it out there. Catch is made. Touchdown. Kevin Falk. Little touch pass over the wrong shoulder. Falk spun around, made the grab, and it was easy.
Awesome play by Kevin Falk. And nice throw by Tommy Brady. Put some air on it. Falk spun all the way around. Derek Pope was beaten terribly on this play. That's a tough assignment, running with Falk all the way to the goal line. Great play by the Patriots. They just chewed the Dolphins up on the first possession.
A sustaining drive that took about 5 minutes, and the Patriots, for the 19th consecutive game, have scored first. 22nd touchdown pass thrown by Brady, the first of the year, caught by Falk, and New England goes out in front 7-0 on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Patriots go 9 plays, 77 yards in 5 minutes. Seems shorter.
Like cheese melting on a grill, man. The Patriots got on the Dolphins linebackers. They got the isolation. Kevin Falk to the goal line. Derek Pope. That's a tough cover for the young linebacker.
No doubt. Vinatieri to kick it off to Wes Welker. End over end. Welker at the 5-yard line. Heading straight upfield, cross the 20, 25 to the 30, runs into his own man and takes it out across the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins will start from about their own 33-yard line, but already trailing 7-0 on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Randy McMichael said yesterday, nobody gives us a chance to win except the guys in this locker room. Right now, Randy McMichael and the rest of the offense has to try to catch a 7-0 deficit on their first possession. As Chris Chambers goes to the right, Marty Booker to the left. Sammy Morris, bruised ribs and all, at tailback. Patriots to rush 4. They give it to Morris, trying to run left. Runs headlong into a resistance for a couple of yards, and it's the leading tackler of the Patriots, Rodney Harrison, who makes the stop.
Completely dialed into that play. And Sammy Morris is not going to run over Rodney Harrison, that's for sure. One of the hardest hitters in the NFL.
Oh, you get hit by him, you're going to need bridge work. A gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Patriots to rush 4 as Feely drops left, throws, and connects to McMichael, and he's taken down immediately by Randall Gay, the right cornerback, filling in for Tyrone Poole, who's been put on injured reserve. So Randy McMichael, with that catch, ties him with Keith Jackson for the most receptions by a Dolphin tight end in the franchise history at 59.
Heck of a year. Trotting out of the field, Troy Brown.
To play defense.
Nickel back, how about it?
He's matched up with Booker. 3rd down and 5. Chambers now in motion. Feely back to throw. In trouble. Sack puts the ball on the ground. It's recovered by the Dolphins. Offensive lineman, but A.J. Feely put it on the ground. Geno James recovered it, and it was Mike Vrabel who took the ball away from Feely. 38th sack for the New England Patriots this year.
Vrabel was there. Jarvis Green was there. Richard Seymour applying heat. So a miserable first series for the Miami Dolphins after the Patriots with the ball sizzle.
Dolphins had the ball about 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Geno James beaten terribly that time by Jarvis Green.
Good snap to Turk, and his punt is away into the Miami Night. It's a good one. Kevin Falk at the 22. Looking to run straight ahead and is put down at about the 27. Matt Turk, 5th in the NFL in net yards per punt. A 49-yarder, 5-yard return. Ayabundejo makes the tackle. 7-0 Patriots. These words from your local station on the Dolphins Football Network. The New England Patriots have clinched the AFC Eastern title for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. And right now, on a collision course with the Pittsburgh Steelers, you would think, in the AFC Championship game. 1st and 10, New England from their own 27. Dillon back in the game at running back. Dolphins to rush 5. Brady checks off at the line.
Look, some confusion with the Dolphins.
Brady play fake. Brady sets and throws over the middle. Low ball is incomplete. Intended for Troy Brown. I think Troy Brown, that was actually for David Patton, but I think Troy Brown is, we always hear about Deion Sanders and a two-way athlete and so on, and Bo Jackson. Don't even mention Troy Brown, the guy doing the Chuck Bednarik thing and playing 60 minutes.
He actually started as a great special teams player. Kick coverage guy and punt returner, emerged into a great receiver, and now playing defense.
First miss by Brady. The pitch to Dillon running left, and he is converged upon after a gain of about a yard to the 28. Marlon Greenwood leading the way for the Miami Dolphins as David Bowens and Jeff Skinny to check in. Brian Robinson, Dario Romero come out.
This is a much better situation for the Dolphins when they can pull out and Ayabundejo and Derek Pope.
3rd and 9, and Brady out of a shotgun. Kevin Falk alongside. Trip receivers left and 1 to the right. Dolphins to rush 5. Snap to Brady. Looks to the right, in trouble, throws right, way off the mark. And a hit by Sammy Knight on Deion Branch, Kevin Falk, long after the ball went by. And maybe that's a message, if nothing else, from Sammy Knight.
Woo-wee! He laid a lick on Kevin Falk. That was borderline.
Yep.
But Sammy Knight got away with it.
Josh Miller to punt. First 3 and out of the game for New England, their second possession. And the punt is a wobbly kick. Wes Welker near the sideline, fields it at the 26. Tries to run left, needs help and has it. A lot of room. To the 30, to the 40, to the 50. Slips a tackle there. He could go to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Welker tripped at the 1-yard line. A fantastic return by Wes Welker, and Gerard Cherry made the stop at the 1. 73 yards for Wes Welker.
Awesome. Punt return by Wes Welker. That wall set up perfectly. Nothing but those beautiful Dolphin orange jerseys sealing off the New England Patriots as Walker circled to the left. He had to make one move on Justin Kirpekis, and he was off to the races.
Don't know why it's delayed now. The time is delayed as to whether or not Welker could have crawled into the end zone. I don't think it was a tackle by Cherry. I think he tripped, but I haven't seen the replay. A timeout has been called by the officials, an official's timeout here.
Welker's on the sideline. He is disappointed. He wanted those extra 2 yards.
Well, you'd have to go back to October the 29th of 2000 when Jeff Ogden returned a punt for the Miami Dolphins. 7-0 New England on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Officially a 71-yard punt return by Wes Welker. Dolphins with it first and goal at the 2-yard line. The hardest 6 feet for the Dolphins this year. In this close. Feely hands off Morris over the top. Touchdown! Touchdown Miami Dolphins. Right over the top goes Sammy Morris. And the Dolphins answer back.
Sammy Morris follows his bulldozer fullback, Jamar Martin. Jamar Martin clears the way. Sammy Morris launches himself. That was an easy touchdown.
Point after for Orlando Mari after watching Detroit, Minnesota yesterday. Nothing is automatic. Turk puts it down, and Alindo drives it up, and it is good. So we have a brand new game. Dolphins drive chart shows one play, 2 yards, 4 seconds time of possession.
This fullback, Jamar Martin, is something. Romer and Pfeiffer met him right in the hole that time. Martin stymied Roman Pfeiffer, and Sammy Morris was able to hurdle himself right over the top and into the end zone.
I'll give you the stat in 1 second. Let's pause for station identification on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Howard David, Jim Mandich, Pro Players Stadium. The crowd electrified and watching the return of Wes Welker. That is the 7th longest punt return in Miami Dolphin history. Longest was Tommy Vigorito in '81 against Pittsburgh. The 71-yard return by Welker ties him with James Pruitt and O.J. McDuffie for the 7th longest in Dolphin history. County Line Chiropractic with centers throughout Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County save hours, waiting in an emergency room and walk out 90 minutes later feeling better. 954-584-9343.
Only the 7th rushing touchdown scored by the Dolphins this year. Only the 7th rushing touchdown allowed by the Patriots this year.
We talked about it early on when we watched this Welker kid return kicks and punts and said one day he's going to bust one. I mean, he had one more guy to beat, and he would have accomplished it.
In talking to a couple of the Patriot players before the game, Larry Izzo and Rohan Davey, they were amazed at the performance of Wes Welker the last time they played up in New England. He has only added to his legacy here this evening against the Patriots.
Checking the Comcast scoreboard, games yesterday, and the one game that stood out for me yesterday was San Diego at Cleveland. I know Cleveland's not very good, but to go into a snowy game like San Diego, a West Coast team, and shut out Cleveland at home 21-0. The Chargers, one of the doormats of the league, and now what a comeback story they have been this year. Welker to kick it off, and it'll be Kevin Falk from the 3. You know what he's got on his mind? He's to the 10, and Brendan Ayabanjejo busts through and drops him at the 15-yard line.
Brendan Ayabanjejo saw just a little hole behind that New England wedge. He knifed through to make that beautiful tackle. New England will start at the 16-yard line.
The way this game started out, and only time is going to tell where it's going to end up. The game started out with the Patriots methodically busting it to the Dolphins and taking a quick 7-0 lead. And you go, uh-oh, it's going to be a long night. And then Wes Welker erased that. So it's 7-7 here in the first quarter with 6.5 to play. Corey Dillon, the lone setback, 3 receivers for New England. Dolphins to rush 4. Brady changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Doing his Peyton Manning impression. Hands to Dillon, running right into a bunch of orange shirts led by David Bowens and Jeff Scanina.
Good push in the middle by Scanina. David Bowens from his left end position squeezed that thing down. There was no place for Dillon to go.
Seven your score. Patton goes wide left with Gibbons in the slot. Brady under center, takes the snap, play action. Throws it out to the right, catch is made, short of a first down, but driving for more and getting the first down was the tight end Daniel Graham, who could not be brought down.
Brendan Ian-Badejo made the first hit, simply bounced off Dan Graham. Powerful looking tight end.
11 yards on the play. Graham with 26 catches and 5 touchdowns this season for New England. First and 10 Patriots, their own 27. The quick pitch to Dillon. Had a notion about pitching it back, it looked like, but he loses a yard. David Bowens makes the play.
Such is the niftiness of Corey Dillon. David Bowens had him squared up. Looked like Dillon had no place to go, and Bowens grabbed nothing but air. Nonetheless, a disruptive defensive play by Bowens led to that loss.
10 of the last 15 regular season games between the Dolphins and the Pats have been decided by 7 or fewer. 2nd and 11. Brady back to throw, out to the right, catch is made. Slipping the tackle is Patrick Pass and brought down at the 32. Sammy Knight had him for a loss. He got away, picked up 8 more, and now makes it a more manageable 3rd down play for New England.
Sammy Knight a little caught up in making the big collision. The Houdini play should have done a better job of breaking down, making a sure tackle on Patrick Pass.
Picks up 7, 3rd down and 4 for New England at their own 33-yard line. First quarter, 7-7 your score. Brady under center, 2 receivers to the left. Now Branch comes in motion to the right. Brady back to throw, deep drop with time, throws tipped, incomplete. And the Patriots, for the 2nd time, are quieted after that first drive.
Nobody was more upset about that tip pass than Sam Madison. Sam Madison was breaking perfectly underneath the intended receiver. Would have had the interception. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Didn't. Josh Miller to punt it away to Welker, and this one is a rocket. Welker drifts back, fields it at the 15. Looking to run straight ahead, 25, almost doubled back to the left. Had he done that, he might have been gone, but he's brought down across the 30. Another fine return by Welker. Teddy Bruschi puts him down. A 15-yard return of a 52-yard punt. Just tuned in, the Patriots go 9 plays at the start for a touchdown, 31-yard pass to Kevin Falk. 2 possessions later, the Dolphins, Wes Welker, 71-yard punt return, set up the Dolphins at the 2. Sammy Morris went over the top to tie the score. Jamal Martin will be the fullback in front of Sammy Morris. Patriots to rush 5. Now they bring Vrabel to the line of scrimmage, and Martin goes in motion. Feely to throw on first down over the middle, incomplete. Nasty shot. Chris Chambers absorbs, and there's a flag.
Who put that lick on? Was that Teddy Bruschi?
Personal foul. Chop block. Number 68. Offense. 15-yard penalty. Still first down.
On Seth McKinney. That's a major penalty. As Martin comes out and Darius Thompson comes in to give the Dolphins a third receiver. And now it is 1st and 25.
McKinney from his center position. Got to be a block back. Going against Vince Wilfork. I honestly didn't see it. He engaged him high. And that's a terrible call.
Yes. Hand off to Morris straight ahead for a precious few yards. Couple of yards. A lot of pushing and shoving afterwards. 7-7 your score. Normally we don't extend personal greetings, Jim, but a lady that I'm familiar with, Madeline Mason, celebrating a birthday today here at Pro Player Stadium in one of the suites around the building. They told me what her age was, and knowing the woman, I said, that's ridiculous. Somebody's lying. 7-7 your score. That is the truth. Feely, deep drop, under a rush, and sacked back at the 11-yard line. No chance. No chance whatsoever.
Never had a chance. Vrabel was there. Roman Pfeiffer was there. Vrabel from the inside. Pfeiffer to knock A.J. Feely down. And it's been a problem all year long. The blitz protection. Two linebackers get there. Confusion between the backs and the offensive line on the pickup. And blitzers come free.
Now you got a 3rd and 35. Second sack of Feely. And the handoff to Morris straight ahead. The crowd's upset about it, but the reality of the situation is you got a 3rd and 35. What would you like to do?
That was painful to watch, that possession.
After excellent defensive stands on back-to-back possessions, now the Dolphins will give up good field position as Kevin Falk stands at the New England 47-yard line. And Matt Turk, who's a good punter, is going to have his work cut out.
Jim Bates, the head coach, had a little conversation with Tony Wise. Basically get those guys together and get their act straight.
Well, they almost blocked the punt, and Falk fields it, fair catch at the 41, but that was close. That was close. Matt Turk has not had a punt blocked this year. That was as close as it's come, and that's a 45-yard punt. Good job by Matt Turk. 5th in the NFL in net yardage by punters.
Tully Banta-King came close to blocking that. His claim to fame in the offseason, he left his Super Bowl ring in a bathroom at the Providence Mall, and somebody returned it to him. Pretty stupid, wouldn't you say?
That would never happen in New York. It would have been hocked in the first 30 seconds.
That would have been on eBay.
Brady back to throw, in trouble and sacked. And the big man gets him. Number 99, Jason Taylor with his 8.5 sack of the year.
Oh, yeah. What nice work by Jason Taylor. He's going against the tight end that time, Daniel Graham. And he hits Daniel Graham with a head slap, makes him twirl away, and has a straight shot at Tom Brady. It's like Jason Taylor said, you punk little tight end, don't even think about blocking me. Kaboom! Get out of here.
6'3", 257, a punk little tight end. He got the job done, no doubt. Loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Brady on the draw. Dillon running left for about 4 to the 39-yard line. The Dolphin defense, after getting pushed around pretty handily the first possession of this game, have now kind of dug in just a bit on the New England offense.
Jason Taylor has become radioactive. He had been fighting a lot of double teams and had been held sackless for 6 games. But 2 plays in a row, Jason Taylor just flying around in this Monday Night Football game.
Troy Brown in as a slot receiver to the right. 3rd and 12 for New England. Brady out of a shotgun. Falk alongside. He takes the direct snap. Rushes on the throw. Complete to Brown. Tries to double back. And the tackle is made at the 45-yard line. That will be the final play of the first quarter as Pat Surtain makes the stop for the Miami Dolphins. After 1 quarter here in South Florida, the Dolphins 7, the Patriots 7, these words from your local station on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. So we begin the second quarter at Pro Player Stadium here in South Florida. Howard David, Jim Mandich. So far, we've seen what we expected from New England on that first drive, and then unexpectedly, although we've seen some signs that this was coming, Wes Welker with a 71-yard punt return to set up a 2-yard plunge by Sammy Morris for the equalizer, and we are tied at 7 through 1 quarter.
Dolphin defense, they were ground up the first possession. Since that time, 3 series for the Patriots and not much, 22 yards.
Josh Miller to punt to Wes Welker. Awaiting the snap from center. It is a good one. And the left footer kicks it away from Welker. Fair catch, late signal, and he gathers it in near the 15-yard line. But he just kind of laid that up there, Josh Miller, and like as if to say, I'm not going to give this guy a chance for a big return. That's a 40-yard punt, though.
Directional kick by Josh Miller.
So Miami with mediocre field position at their own 15-yard line. Patriots at 12-1. Trying to stay even with Pittsburgh at 13-1. The only major difference is the Steelers have beaten the Patriots this year. Sammy Morris, the lone setback. But Feely to throw on first down. Swings it out of the backfield. Morris falls down, but they're going to call it an incompletion. It's the second time Morris has kind of stumbled. Correction, that is Travis Minor. I thought it was Morris. It is Minor.
I got news for you. I thought that was a backwards pass.
I did too.
I think the Dolphins got a break there.
It's called an incompletion. Chambers goes wide left. Booker to the right. The key is for Feely, can he get time to throw? McMichael in motion. The Patriots to bring 6. Play fake. Feely throws. Incomplete. A collision in the middle of the field. Dolphin fans wanted a flag thrown, but McMichael was triple covered. Rodney Harrison delivers a Rodney Harrison-like blow.
Randy McMichael and Rodney Harrison always seem to get after it. That time, Randy was not open. Little play fake, but nobody's going to honor the Dolphins' run fakes when they can't run the ball.
So now it is 3rd and 10 from their own 15-yard line for Miami. Feely with 3 receivers to the left. And A.J. back to throw. Looking downfield, throws it underneath. Booker trying to get away, slips 1 tackle. Not going to do enough moves to get him enough for a first down as he's out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And Feely helped to his feet by the referee, Walt Anderson. Booker has now caught a pass in 72 consecutive games in his career, but not enough. And now the punter, Mac Turk, is going to have to kick it away from McGinn deep in his own territory.
Rodney Harrison with a first hit. Randall Gay ultimately got Booker down. Not much on that series, Atal.
Kevin Falk stands at the New England 39-yard line awaiting Matt Turk's punt. And needs a lead foot job right here. The punt by Turk is far from it. Short punt. Falk fields it at the 49 of New England, and the Patriots with great field position after a 33-yard punt by Matt Turk. 7-7 your score with 13:49 remaining. Second quarter on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Before, for information, log on to MiamiDolphins.com, sponsored by WQAM, the Sun Sentinel, and Miami Subs. Patriots with great field position at midfield in a 7-7 ball game. Dillon, the lone setback. Gibbons comes in motion, and Brady on the handoff to Dillon, running wide left. Turns it upfield inside the 45 to the 43, where Brendan Ayabundejo makes the tackle for the Miami Dolphins, and Dillon slow getting to his feet. And a man who's never slow getting to his feet is the legendary Don Shula, who joins us here in the booth.
Good evening. What a night for football.
It's a little like the Northeast about November, December, but not a bad break. I like a little chill in the air.
I was expecting maybe snow and a snow plow out here. Remember those days?
I remember that game.
Gain of 6. Falk in the game at running back, and the draw out of Falk straight ahead for a couple of maybe 3, close to the first down marker. You have to get to the 40-yard line for the first down. So Coach Shula joining us here in the booth. Anytime a Monday night game comes to South Florida, like every other city in America, there's a lot of electricity.
This is just a great night to play, and New England is a team that you really look up to. Belichick, the coach, Brady, the quarterback, the defense, the way that they play defense. But the Dolphins last year should have beat them here in a ball game that we all remember.
Patrick passed it deep back behind Seymour to run it left, and he's got enough for a first down.
Coach, when you look at Bill Belichick, how has he gotten a leg up on the rest of the league?
I just think that he does a great job. He surrounded himself with excellent assistants. He lets them coach, and he knows how to pick players. I think that that's probably the big difference between Bill and a lot of the other coaches in the league. He's in charge of personnel. He's got good people working for him. He makes the final decision, and he knows the kind of people that he wants representing him on the football field.
He shops for the groceries, and he cooks them, too.
Dolphins showing blitz. Brady in a busted play.
What is that, a busted play for New England?
Very rare. Very rare. Borland Greenwood puts the touch on Tom Brady. Something broke down there in a rare miscommunication and a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Kevin Falk was going left. I think Brady was thinking they're running the stretch play. He had nobody to hand it to. All right, if New England sets the bar, what do you learn from the New England Patriots as you try to rebuild the Miami Dolphins? We'll get to that in a second.
It's 2nd and 11. Pass goes in motion. Empty backfield as Brady drops back. Pumps once, twice, throws. Incomplete. Branch is going to get his wish. Deion Branch was crying out for a defensive hold call, and he's going to get it on Derek Pope.
Patriots get a break here. As we get this call, it's going to be a pass
Before the
interference
pass
call
was
on
thrown,
Miami.
and while the quarterback was in the pocket, holding, number 56.
Jim, everybody likes to copy
Yard
his
penalty.
success, and
First
New
down.
England now is doing it better than anybody else. And so I think that what you're going to see, depending on who comes in here to coach the Dolphins, they're going to follow what New England has done in personnel and then also in coaching on the field. You got to take your hat off. They've won 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls. Brady's a young quarterback. He's already quarterbacked 2 out of the last 3 Super Bowls to victories. He makes big plays when they count.
1st and 10, New England at the 36 of Miami. Brady back to throw, throws left and connects at the 30, and ushered out of bounds is David Patton. Close to another first down. I'll ask you this, and with Coach Shula in the booth with us tonight, is Tom Brady right now, 2 Super Bowl rings, a Hall of Fame quarterback? Or is it too
Well, it's too early to tell. I mean, but he's really got a leg up on it, I'll say that. You know, when you think about a Hall of Fame quarterback, you want to take a career over a period of time, and you have to demonstrate success over a period of time. He's already got, the 2 Super Bowls, something that, other quarterbacks haven't been able to do, and so you give him credit for what he's accomplished, but he's still got a long way to go.
Patrick pass with a jaunt up the middle for a couple of yards and a first down. So New England 1st and 10 on the Dolphin 25. 7-7 your score. Branch to the right. Patton to the left. Patriots in an eye. The Dolphins to rush 5. Navy bringing his 6th as Brady checks the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap. Quick pitch to Dillon running left. Inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Dillon is a great example of a tremendous pickup in the offseason. Cincinnati, he wanted out of there. He wasn't getting along. He becomes a team player when he gets to New England. But you got to credit the organization and Belichick and the people that picked him.
Well, Scott Pioli is being held up as the guy that everybody wants a piece of, the vice president of player personnel.
Well, the offensive coach has already gone to Notre Dame, but he's working 2 jobs right now.
Patton comes in motion, 2nd and 7. Brady on the handoff, and Dillon with a hole on the right side. Brought down shy of the 15-yard line by Derek Pope. I don't know how much you have watched Derek Pope, Coach, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far for a 7th-round draft choice. This kid, I think, has got some great upside.
He's an Alabama boy, so
Yeah.
I know a little bit about him.
I'm sure you do.
Played for a
Number
school
50
in Alabama.
and number 93 are both.
Mike,
reported
my
as
son
eligible.
Mike really liked him and
93.
thought he would be initially a great special team player. And that's how he made the football team. And then with the injury to Zach Thomas, he stepped in there and he's doing a nice job.
3rd down on the yard. They bring in the horses for New England to try to convert. They run it left to Dillon. 1st down and more to the 10. They got Richard Seymour up front. Vrabel to block. I mean, they've got a bunch of horses that they've got in there on short yardage.
Boy, he's got more jump than I've seen in years. And I think here's where you see Brendan Ayanbadejo, Derek Pope. You lose Eddie Moore, you lose Zach Thomas, and the Dolphins linebackers are being exploited here.
Seymour is such a great physical specimen. He is a big, strong guy. And now those aren't big guys right there defensively. You can see the size differential.
1st and 10, the handoff to Dillon, running to the outside and tripped up from behind. Heck of a play by Ayanbadejo to cut him down. And Corey Dillon able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, he made up for the last play. Ayanbadejo fights off the block of the tight end. Daniel Graham there makes a shoelace tackle on Corey Dillon.
So that makes it 2nd and 10, New England on the Dolphin 11-yard line. We're tied at 7 with 7:45 to play first half. Empty backfield behind Brady. 3 receivers to the right, and then they go into a double shift and bring Dillon back to the backfield. Dolphins to rush 5. Branch in motion. Brady play fake. Looking end zone. Pumps and throws outside and open for the catch inside the 5-yard line. What awareness. And that one to Christian Fourier, who just camped along the sideline.
A lot of time to throw the football.
And Brady throwing it to a spot. His tight end went down, out, and up, made the pirouette, caught the ball, and fell out of bounds. This is going to be a big play in this ball game. 3rd down, right at about the 3-yard line. 2 yards for a 1st down, about 3 yards for the touch.
How about a play a week ago when Brady fell down and threw it off his back, completed the pass.
Dillon, the lone setback. Brady under center, takes the snap, handoff. Dillon walks in, touchdown. Touchdown, New England. Great blocking up front by the Patriots offensive line, and New England has taken back the lead.
Well, inexperience hurts the Dolphins there. Mario Mons in at the defensive tackle position runs right by the exchange. Corey Dillon had a huge hole and easily went into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's the 11th touchdown of the year for Corey Dillon rushing. Dolphins' last 2 possessions did an excellent job against the New England offense. 12-play drive for the Patriots, and Vinatieri's point after is good.
Patriots take a touchdown lead here, Coach. Before we let you go, A.J. Feely, I'm just curious, your observations on A.J. and whether you think he can be a frontline quarterback in this league.
I like a lot of the things that I've seen of A.J. Feely. I like the way that he sets up. I like the quick release. I like the arm strength. I like his accuracy. The thing that he has to be able to do, I mean, you can't eliminate mistakes or you can't eliminate interceptions. It's part of the game. But you can cut down on errors. And what he has to do is cut down on the errors that he's making. A lot of them have been critical errors that have hurt us in ball games where, you know, we have a chance to win at the end of the ball game, but the critical error happens at the wrong time. So if he can learn as he gets more and more experience, then he could be the quarterback that you like. Some people don't have that kind of ability. They might be smarter and might not make as many mistakes, but they don't have the ability to do what he has the ability to do.
Coach Shula, let me ask you one thing about your tight end sitting to your right. Man was inducted into College Football's Hall of Fame about a week ago. I don't even have to ask you if you're proud of him because I know you are.
I was so proud of Jim when that happened, and it was truly a deserved honor. He had a great career at Michigan, He came down with the Dolphins, and he was very instrumental in the success that we had in those good years.
Glory years.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, he first came on to the practice field here in South Florida. I mean, your initial impression was what?
I'm chuckling right now. He didn't get to the practice field yet. I met him in the hotel lobby, and I said, You're the captain of Michigan?
Let me, just a little background on that story. I showed up with bell bottoms and flip-flops and hair down to my shoulders and a tank top and a 62 Dodge Valiant with flowers all over it.
Oh, boy.
And he said, you were the captain at Michigan. But
he was a flower child.
It worked out pretty good, Coach. I know you're making the rounds here today. Thank you very much for spending some time with us.
Good to be with you. You guys do a great job. Thank you.
Coach. Appreciate it.
We'll see you, Coach.
Great Don Shula, Hall of Famer. And the best part before you go, and I'll wait for the kickoff, and then I'll reflect just for a second. Take a little poetic license as Welker fields it at the 5. Straight up field, up to the 15, to the 20. Welker gets turned upside down at the 30. Before Don Shula goes. If somebody asked me, what's the biggest highlight of your career, meaning mine? I emceed the dinner when you went into the Hall of Fame in Canton. That's right up near the top of the list, if not at the top of the list.
Well, thank you.
You're a heck of a credit to whatever you touch, my friend. It's always good to see you.
Appreciate that. Nice being here. Thank you.
Don Shula. No, there's no more words to say. Just Don Shula. 14-7, the Patriots on top. We'll step aside after these words from your local station on the Dolphins Football Network. Dolphins first and 10. Morris gets the handoff. Minor. Travis Minor gets the handoff. Sammy Morris started the game, got a 2-yard plunge for touchdown. We are now 6:44 remaining in the second quarter, and the Dolphins have not recorded a first down.
Well, the Dolphins have not had positive yardage. With that 1-yard loss there for the game so far, they have a grand total of a negative 3 yards to 145 for New England.
Second down and 11 Miami. Patriots to rush 4. Feely back to throw. Over the middle, it is complete. Across the 35 to Randy McMichael, and with that catch, Randy McMichael has caught more balls in one season than any other Dolphin tight end in history, passing Keith Jackson. Let's pause for station identification on the Dolphins Football Network. Feely, 3rd and 4 from his own 36-yard line. Play fakes, rolls to the right. Looking to take off and run, throws short, complete, first down. Brian Gilmore. What patience that time by A.J. Feely. He saw the defender get right in his face and released it almost sidearm for 15 yards.
Yeah, nice demonstration of guile and guts that time by A.J. Feely. That's experience, isn't it? He sits there, he's looking down the field, trying to bait the Patriots, and then he comes off at the last moment and flips it to Brian Gilmore. That's a nice play.
15 yards on the play, and the first down for the Dolphins this night. Minor, the single setback. Play fake, A.J. Feely. Looking deep, throws over the middle. Nice catch inside the 35-yard line. On time to Marty Booker. And a perfectly thrown ball by Feely for 17 yards.
Marty Booker on the deep square end catches that ball right in front of a reacting Roman Pfeiffer. Now the danger there is the Dolphins go maximum protection. They keep everybody in. As you look at the replay, you're only going to see 2 orange shirts down the field. That's pretty easy to defend.
5-man front for New England. They run it to Minor inside the 30 and ahead to the 26-yard line. Pick up about 5 yards that time. Ted Johnson, the inside linebacker for the New England Patriots, is there to make the stop. 4:20 left first half, 14-7 New England. The Dolphins going in reverse of conventional wisdoms, having the pass set up the run. Pick up of 5, 2nd and 5. Feely sends Jamar Martin in motion and gives to Minor running left, trying to squeeze a couple of yards to the 25. Jarvis Green knocks him down there, and some pushing and shoving ensues. Rex Hagnott getting into it with one of the Patriots.
Rex pulling in front of Travis Minor that time. He has been an improvement at the right guard position. Dolphins still trying to find out who are the players of the future. I think number 66 has a future. Nice block that time.
Gilmore in the slot to the right. Chambers held in checks thus far. Gilmore comes in motion to the right. Feely under a rush, throws right and connects, and a first down. And Brian Gilmore keeping the Patriots honest with a first down inside the 15-yard line.
Dolphins got Troy Brown in a position he doesn't want to be in. That's man coverage on a slot receiver. Brian Gilmore just too quick for Troy Brown on the quick out. Feely with the ball right on the money.
9 yards on the play at the New England 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Miami trying to tie this game up. Tight formation. Chambers, the lone wideout to the right, and Martin goes in motion left. And a flag is going to come down. We're going to get a false start on the Dolphins.
Before the snap, false start, number 84, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So it's on Chris Chambers. Chambers has been held in check thus far tonight. But Chris has emerged in recent weeks. Feely 4 of 4 for 48 yards on this drive. AJ changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers left. Feely back looking right. Throwing, and it's almost intercepted and should have been intercepted. Feely telegraphed that throw, and Asante Samuel just read it.
Boy, if there's been one play that has been nightmarish for the Dolphins this year, has it not been the quick out to the right side where opponents just break on the football and pick it off and all too often take it back all the way? Asante Samuel this time, he plants, he breaks on the ball. Ball was delivered way too late to Marty Booker.
So the Dolphins dodge a bullet. 2nd and 15. Chambers in motion to the left. Feely back to throw, looking left, throwing on time. Near the 10-yard line, the connection is made to Marty Booker. It'll be short of a first down, but more manageable at about the 12. So it'll be...
AJ's coming to the sideline here.
Well, he's going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Cars, trucks, vans, sports utilities hurry to the 2004 model year-end clearance sale at every Ed Morse dealership for value and service. It's Ed Morse, of course. 14-7 New England on the Dolphins Football Network. This will be the 10th play of the drive for the Dolphins. It started at their own 30. Now it's reached the New England 12-yard line. Dolphins have a 3rd and 5 at the 12. What are you looking for?
I'm going at either one of these two corners. Randall Gay, a rookie, a free agent. I got to like going over top.
Sammy Morris comes in at running back for the Dolphins. He has the Dolphins' lone touchdown. 2 receivers to the left. McMichael, the tight end, lined up on the right. Now Randy goes in motion, left and back to the right to block. Feely back, throws underneath, incomplete. He had his receiver, McMichael, just underthrew him.
Bad throw by A.J. Feely. Never got his feet straight, never got his hips square, his shoulders square. Threw the ball right into the ground.
So Alindo Mari will come on and try to finish off this drive with a 31-yard field goal. Alindo 10 of 13 kicking field goals this year. Matt Turk to put it down. And the field goal try by Alindo Mari is up, and it is good. With that field goal, Alindo Mari has become the leading scorer in Miami Dolphin history, surpassing Gary Premian 831 points to 830. It's 14-10 Patriots. These words from your local station on the Dolphins Football Network. A Dolphin pouring Smirnoff, the #1 vodka in the world, on Sunday, January 2nd, 1 o'clock at the Kendall Ale House for the Smirnoff Miami Dolphins Road Rally. Smirnoff reminds you to drink responsibly. 11 plays, 58 yards for the Dolphins. They used up 5 minutes and 4 seconds.
Got to finish.
And got a field goal, not a touchdown.
It's the difference in this game. Patriots put together 2 long drives, and they close with touchdowns.
So the new scoring leader in Dolphin history, Olindo Mare, to kick it off. End over end, headed to Kevin Falk at the 7-yard line. Running left to the 20, 25, and put down at about the 27-yard line by Arturo Freeman. And with the Dolphins trailing 14-10, we will step away on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. In Tom Brady's 7-game career against the Dolphins, he's not really had what you'd call a great game. He just wins. He's beaten the Dolphins 5 out of 7 times, including the last 4 in a row.
I think Tom Brady's legacy is he's the best big game quarterback in the NFL. And if you had to ask fans or general managers or players, you can have Peyton Manning, you can have Dante Culpepper, you can have Donovan McNabb. You got to win the big game. Who do you want taking the snap for center? Folks will tell you, Tom Brady.
Brady 8 of 11 for 82 yards and the 1 touchdown to Kevin Falk. He'll operate out of a shotgun with 1:45 to go in the half. Takes the snap, looks to the left, looks to the middle, throws deep down the middle, incomplete, looking for Graham, the tight end, who was well covered. He was covered by Ayabandejo up front and Arturo Freeman deep.
It wasn't there, and Brady sailed it, threw it away, I think. Graham becoming more and more important in this offense as a pass receiver for Tom Brady.
The exception of Patton, who's caught 7 touchdowns, Graham would be next with 5. Shotgun Brady takes the snap again. Looks to the left, and the ball is hit as he throws. And it wobbles out of his hand to the left sideline, incomplete. Jay Williams with excellent pressure.
Jason Taylor with a quick outside speed rush opened up Matt Light. And that enabled Jay Williams working on the offensive guard to get good outside leverage and pressure on Tommy Brady.
Brady in the first drive, 3 of 3 for 41 yards. Since then, 5 of 10 for 41 yards. Now a critical 3rd and 10 from the New England 27. Brady takes the direct snap, rolls to the right, stops, slips, throws deep down the middle of the ballpark. Jump ball brought down, intercepted by Sammy Knight. But they're calling it an incomplete. Actually, it is an interception, but I think he was down by contact. Is that accurate?
That is absolutely a beautiful interception by Sammy Knight of a Tom Brady pass, which has the net effect of a pretty good punt for the New England Patriots.
3rd interception for Sammy Knight. And the Dolphins take over with 3 timeouts and 1:20 to go in the first half.
Trying to get into David Patton. Patton was sandwiched both by Sam Madison and Sammy Knight.
So the game's first turnover. 10th interception by the Dolphins this year. Sammy Morris, the lone setback, and Feely rolling right. Throwing the comeback to Chambers, makes the catch across the 30.
Nice play. Chambers runs off Asante Samuel, comes back for the football. A.J. Feely rolls to the right. He's got a nice big target to look at, and he throws a dart right in there.
11 yards on the pickup. Chambers' 60th reception of the season. He goes wide left. Matched up with Earthwind Moreland, who's covering him. Feely under center. The Patriots to rush 4. Feely back to throw. Rolls right. Throws back left, and he's got a man wide open. And it is Sammy Morris who breaks a tackle across the 45. He would not go down. A 13-yard pickup, and the Dolphins spend the timeout.
This is the first charge timeout.
Sammy Morris
Miami.
ran right over
This is a
Troy Brown.
30-second timeout.
Troy Brown, a pretty good interceptor and defensive back, but we may have to send him to bed with the tackling dummy after that demonstration of how not to.
Well, one of the dangers, I mean, we're getting all the glorious headlines that Troy Brown has got 3 interceptions. You still have to tackle as a cornerback, and I don't think the experience is quite there.
I think he got exposed a little bit there. And not to take anything away from Troy Brown. I mean, he's not a defensive back. He's just the best athlete on this team.
It's tough beating the Patriots in December since Belichick took over in 2000. The Pats are 14-4 in the month of December. 1st and 10 Miami at their own 45. Blitz on as Feely rolls right, stops, throws down the middle, and almost intercepted. The ball just sailed on him as he was looking for Chambers, and Rodney Harrison was in the area.
It was there. They rolled A.J. Feely to the right. They run Chris Chambers on a crossing pattern from right to left. It's a throwback pass. It requires quite an arm, something we see Tom Brady execute quite often, but A.J. that time without the touch.
Now the Patriots bring their linebackers to the line of scrimmage. They got about 6 on the line as Feely goes back to throw, throws the touchdown the right sideline, incomplete. Another dangerous ball thrown by Feely, although it was out of bounds no matter who caught it, but not a high percentage play. It was intended for Chambers, and he was well covered.
That time a wonderful example of the versatility of that New England Patriot defense. They had about 8 guys standing at the line of scrimmage, and they're completely interchangeable between linebackers and defensive linemen, and 4 dropped off and 4 came. It's a tough defense to pick up.
3rd and 10 now. Patriots to bring 6 to the line as Feely pumps once, swings it out of the backfield, complete to Morris, but he's dropped at about the 49-yard line, far shy of a first down, and New England is going to burn a timeout here with 41 seconds left in the first half.
This is the first charge timeout. New England.
Gorgeous
30-second
one-on-one open field tackle. You had Roman Pfeiffer, an aging and in decline linebacker, going against Sammy Morris, and Pfeiffer got Morris down.
The drive started promising with a 10-yard completion to Chambers, a 13-yard completion to Morris, and then 2 incompletions before the short drop-off to Sammy Morris, and now the Dolphins are forced to punt it away.
I love that versatility and interchangeability that the Patriots come at you with. Vrabel can put his hand down, he can stand up. Willie McGinnis can put his hand down, he can stand up. Teddy Johnson, Teddy Bruschi, you name it. They're not afraid to bring Richard Seymour out or Jarvis Green and put him in pass coverage.
41 seconds left in the half. Matt Turk to punt it away, sends it high up the elevator shaft. Falk is going to let it hit, and it takes a Dolphin bounce backwards at the 2-yard line where Corey Jenkins touches it there. 47-yard punt by Turk.
Good special teams play. Matt Turk quite pleased.
So New England, which may have had thoughts of trying to put something together for a late second quarter drive, now will have to start from their own 4-yard line with 2 timeouts left.
This will be a knee or 2 and to get it to the locker room.
Probably you only need 1 knee, really. And Brady takes that knee, and that's going to be the final play of the first half. At halftime, it's the New England Patriots 14, the Miami Dolphins 10. These words now on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Hey, Dolphins, Papa John's is a great deal for you. You can call your neighborhood Papa John's and get the Dolphins meal deal. That's 2 large, 1-topping pizzas and a 2-liter Coke for only $18.99. Only at Papa John's, better pizza at Papa John's. You can win a brand new Mercedes-Benz C230 sports sedan when the Dolphins run back the kickoff of the half, either half, and the Dolphins will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter. That is the kickoff payoff. Today's contestant Brett Young of Miami Beach. To register, entry forms are available at all 6 South Florida Mercedes-Benz dealers. Everything under the sun. Total net yards first half. New England 144, the Dolphins 89. Time of possession 18:48 New England, 11:12 Miami. Corey Dillon has 59 yards rushing. The Dolphins tandem of Morris and Minor a combined 12. So if you're just tuning in, you say to yourself, how bad are the Dolphins getting beat? Well, it's 14-10. And the reason, a great punt return by Wes Welker of 71 yards set up a 2-yard plunge by Sammy Morris to tie the score at that point at 7. It is now 14-10 Patriots, Jim. Tom Brady has not looked as comfortable as he would like, I'm sure, in that first half.
And that's been the norm versus the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins can go into the second half here just exchanging blows with the New England Patriots. I think to win this game, you're going to need another big play or two out of the defense, a takeaway, whether it be a fumble recovery or interception, something to try to steal this game from a superior team.
The Patriots are 31 straight wins when leading at halftime. And they lead now. Welker from the 15 in motion. 25, 30, 35, and knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. Nice return again by Wes Welker. Rodney Harrison delivering the shiver shot. So the Dolphins with decent field position at their own 38-yard line to start the drive. Here's where the two teams are opposite. The Dolphins have been outscored 78-13 in the third quarter. New England has outscored their opponents 85-38 in the third period. Minor, the single setback, and Chambers in motion to the right. Feely to throw on first down. Coxon throws and connects to McMichael, who rambles to the 45. Not a bad play, and then a late flag comes in after the play by Walt Anderson, the referee.
I think that was on Rodney Harrison.
Personal foul.
With a cheap shot.
Unnecessary roughness, sparing. Number 37, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, that's no surprise. We're talking about the most fined player in the history of the National Football League, Rodney Harrison, known for shots beyond the whistle. Clearly,
that's
a cheap shot.
That's a spearing. That spearing went helmet first. Stupid. First penalty on the Patriots, and the Dolphins now in Patriot territory at the 40. Chambers in motion. They fake the inside handoff, then double the reverse, and Booker puts it down on the ground on the double reverse, and the Patriots, I think, have covered it.
Vince Wilfork on the bottom of that fumble, and the Dolphins come with some trickery, and they looked silly in trying to execute it.
That looked like something we ran in the playgrounds. It was that poorly done.
The exchange between Chris Chambers, and it looked like it was to be the double reverse pass with Booker throwing the ball, but it proved to be an exploding cigar for the Miami Dolphins.
That was very poor, and the first turnover recovered by Vince Wilfork. And so the Patriots, instead of being in trouble, now have got the ball, and Corey Dillon for a couple of 3 yards. Dolphins had it at the New England 40. 1st and 10. And got fooled by their own tomfoolery. Third quarter is like a nightmare for the Miami Dolphins.
You just sense the air came out of this building. I mean, you got the opening kickoff, the second half, you're moving it, you're looking pretty good, and then you go.
Cannot continue to do this and be a successful football team, and the Dolphins are 2-11 for a reason. 2nd down and 8. Brady, play action. Has a lot of time, throws short to Dillon, and he gets whacked immediately by Morlon Greenwood. Morlon comfortable wearing the orange, having played his college ball at Syracuse.
Morlon's having a heck of a year, and he's being relied on more heavily than ever with Zach Thomas out.
But you look at it, Morlon Greenwood's the senior member of this linebacking core right now.
Absolutely. No Junior Seau, no Zach Thomas, no Eddie Moore. It's all on Morlon Greenwood. He unloads on Corey Dillon.
3rd and 9. New England. Miami to rush 4. Brady back to pass. Has time, throws it over the middle, and the pass is caught. Inside the 35-yard line. Perfectly thrown ball to David Patton. And they move the chains into Dolphin territory.
Blitz was on. Tom Brady stands in the pocket. He was sealed off. The protection was great. He gets a great slide, and he delivers the football to David Patton, who snatches it right off the tips of the grass. Patton beats Reggie Howard.
21 yards to the Miami 33. Brady again, back to throw. Throws it underneath. It is caught inside the 30 by Patton once again to the 27-yard line. Amazing. Just a few moments ago, the Dolphins looked like they had something going to start the 3rd quarter. They had it at New England's 40, and then they tried a double reverse, and it blew up in their face. And now New England, after the turnover, has it at the Miami 27-yard line.
Because Miami can't run the ball, they have to resort to gimmicks.
It is Falk straight ahead for the 1st down to the 20-yard line. That one play, it's amazing, Jim. How many times have we said during the course of this year have the Miami Dolphins hurt themselves with one play that made the whole game turn completely around?
A lot of energy in the building. It was feeling good. I mean, it looked like the Dolphins were going to jump back, either close it or get on top of it, and not so sure about that call. Definitely sure that the execution was awful.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Dolphins. And Brady going back to throw. Over the middle. Intercepted by the Dolphins. Sammy Knight on the return to the 30. 35, 40. Stripped of the ball but out of bounds. And the Miami Dolphins, Sammy Knight with a 2nd interception. And then we got a flag down after the play. What kind of a flag would that be? We don't know. But the Dolphins, will have the football when the smoke clears after Walt Anderson's explanation.
Pressure leads to pickoffs, and Tom Brady was pressured. There was a Dolphin wrapped up around Brady's knees. He threw a floater right to Sammy Knight.
Might be on.
Ball was intercepted and fumbled forward out of bounds. We're bringing it back to the spot of the fumble. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 72, New England. That'll be 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Matt Light.
Timeout.
The left tackle. And that costs the Patriots another 15, so the Dolphins, little ebb and flow here to start this 3rd quarter. It's 14-10 New England. These words from your local station on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Into this game, the Patriots were plus 10 in turnover ratio. The Dolphins were minus 19. The Dolphins now lead the turnover margin 2-1 thanks to Sammy Knight's 2 picks. And Miami back where they started in the 3rd quarter at the New England 43-yard line. Patriots to rush 5, blitz on, they give it straight ahead, and it is Travis Minor driving his way to the 35-yard line. Little dipsy, little doodle, and he gets about 8.
That was all Travis Minor that time. I thought that play was going to blow up in the backfield, but Travis, great individual effort to get 8 yards.
That almost is as much as the Dolphins had rushing in the 1st half. 2nd down and 2. The handoff to Minor again running right. 1st down inside the 30-yard line to the 29. Ted Johnson's there to make the stop for the Patriots. If you're just tuning in, New England's on top 14-10, but the Dolphins refuse to go away. Jim Bates was actually Bill Belichick's defensive line coach when he was the head coach in Cleveland. Again, they go to Travis, running left inside the 25 to the 24. Oh, by the way, there was a guy named Saban on that staff, too, was it not?
It was a great staff. Kirk Ferenz, head coach at Iowa. Pat Hill, head coach at Fresno State. Nick Saban. Scott Pioli was on that staff.
And Scott Pioli's in the building, only now he's making personnel decisions for the New England Patriots. Travis Minor with a 5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5, Miami at the New England 24. Moving right to left as you're listening on the radio. Chambers in motion to the right. Feely back to throw, throws it out to the right, tipped at the line of scrimmage as Feely throws it right in the face of a rusher. And I believe it was Willie McGinnis who was coming from the outside.
Dead on. It was. Double nickel Willie McGinnis. Anticipating the throwing lane, got the hands up and knocked it away.
Willie McGinnis leading the Patriots in sacks with 7.5. So it's 3rd and 5. Booker left, Chambers right. The Patriots to rush 5. Feely back to throw, throws it out to the right. Diving catch is made at the New England 15-yard line by Chris Chambers. And the drive stays alive.
Outstanding throw by A.J. Feely. The heat was on. He had to let it go before Chris Chambers came out of his break. In coverage, Asante Samuel, who could do nothing but watch Chris Chambers go down and make the reception.
For Chambers, that is his 2nd catch. Good for 9 yards and a 1st down. Minor, the lone setback. Feely back to throw. And now flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be dropped by McGinnis. And then a flag comes in. Could be holding on the Dolphins.
Or face mask on Willie McGinnis.
I'll take the 2nd. McGinnis with his 8.5 sack of the year. Well, let's find out what the flag is all about, but the whole pocket collapsed around A.J. Feely that time.
Patriots are indicating.
Number 55, defense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. It's still 1st down.
So the quarterback sack stays for McGinnis, but then the face mask, and the Dolphins come out of it actually ahead of the game. So instead of 1st and 10, it is now 1st and 8 at the 13 of New England. Odd play, odd sequence. Trip receivers to the left for the Dolphins. Feely, draw play to Minor, running left. Tries to cut it up inside, forced outside. Nice play by Mike Vrabel. He forced that thing to the outside, caught him from behind, and dropped him at the 11-yard line.
Ty Warren in quick pursuit from the backside.
So Miami now faced with a 2nd and 6 at the New England 11-yard line. 3rd quarter with 7:50 to play. The Dolphins knocking on the door to take the lead. Chambers right, Booker left. Patriots to rush 5. McMichael, as the rush is on, the blitz, they throw to Randy, and he dropped it.
Good God.
That is right in your lap, young man. You gotta hold the football. He dropped some clutch plays last week against Denver, and Randy McMichael started running before he had the ball.
That was a heck of a play by A.J. Feely. And you know what makes it sting? I mean, Randy was crying loud and clear that I want the ball, I want to make plays, and when the drops come.
So we'll see if the Patriots bring the house. They got to rush 5. Feely back to throw. Blitz is on. A.J. throws. Connects. Down near the goal line. It's enough for a 1st down. Bare minimum. Darius Thompson makes the play at about the 2-yard line.
Excellent again by Jay Feely. I mean, he's throwing right into the face of the blitzer. He doesn't bat an eyelash. Threw the ball.
69 is reporting as eligible. 69 is eligible.
Threw the ball a little low, but Darius Thompson had the presence to go down and put the body on that football.
1st and goal at the 1. Minor over the pile to the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins by Travis Minor, who has been a monster on this drive. And the Dolphins take the lead.
Travis Minor got into the end zone in a most unconventional way. His legs were cut out from underneath him. He went into a full somersault, rolled over a couple bodies, and into the end zone.
That is his third rushing touchdown of the season. The point after coming up from Alindo Mari. The kick by Alindo is up and through, and the Miami Dolphins have taken the lead 17-14 with 6:50 to go, third quarter on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. The Dolphins started out the third quarter getting as far as the New England 40 and then tried a double reverse, which led to a fumble recovery by Vince Wilfork. The Patriots then got down to the Dolphin 20, then Sammy Knight picked off Tom Brady. The Dolphins took over at the 43 after a penalty on Matt Light for unnecessary roughness, and then go 10 plays, 43 yards in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. A 1-yard plunge by Travis Minor. Minor on that drive, 5 carries, 22 yards, more rushing yards than the Dolphins had the entire first half. So a rare lead for the Dolphins over the Patriots. Low line drive kickoff, fielded by Patrick Pass, running left to the 15, now the 20-yard line. Flag. Oh, I thought I saw a flag, apparently not. And the tackle is made shy of the 30-yard line. Miami Dolphins a little kick in their step right now as they have a 17-14 lead. These words from your local station on the Dolphins Football Network. Howard David, Jim the Mad Dog Bandage, Pro Player Stadium. The Dolphins lead 17-14. Tom Brady on the handoff to Corey Dillon, and he is whacked as he crosses the 30-yard line. After a gain of about a yard or so, Derek Pope with penetration, a youngster out of Alabama, filling some big shoes for Zach Thomas, who's inactive for today's game with that hamstring.
Got a little help that time from Brian Robinson, but it was Pope that put the strike on Corey Dillon.
Tom Brady has been intercepted twice in his last 5 passes, both by Sammy Knight. The last one set up the touchdown. Pass in motion to the left. Brady to throw. Looks left, throws, and it is caught by Deion Branch, who goes out of bounds at the New England 41, ushered out there by Sam Madison. I haven't called Madison or Surtain's name very much because very few passes have been thrown to the outside.
That was New England's plan coming into this game. Go to work on the center of the field, especially the inexperienced linebackers for Miami.
First catch for Deion Branch. Second round draft choice out of Louisville. First and 10, New England. Graham in motion, the tight end. Brady on the draw to Corey Dillon. Nowhere. Maybe he squirmed free for about 3 to the 43-yard line, maybe the 44. The way Corey Dillon started out tonight, Jim, it looked like he was going to have a big gain the way he was plowing through that behemoth line of New England, but the Dolphins have adjusted well.
I think Brendan Iambadejo and Derek Pope have settled down a little bit. Amped up, pretty hyper. Playing in this national spotlight, it's only natural.
Dillon, 68 yards on 18 carries and a touchdown. Brady on the handoff to Dillon, running right this time, trying to get outside, forces his way to midfield, close to a first down, but about a yard shy. Surtain is there. Checking the Comcast scoreboard from yesterday. How about well, it wasn't yesterday, it was actually the day before. Atlanta 34, Carolina 31 in overtime. I'm amazed by Carolina. With all their injuries, they have hung tough and have played well the second half of the year.
I'm amazed how fast Michael Vick can go 10 yards and then fly like Superman into the end zone.
Vrabel comes in to block on third down and a yard. Patriots are 6 of 10 on third down plays. Play fake Brady. Looking right, looking left, finds his man, Daniel Graham, for a first down. And then a flag comes in. This is probably going to be on the Dolphins.
Only Brady makes that play. That design play was completely snuffed out. We're not able to get the ball into Mike Vrabel, and then Brady just buys time, drifts left, finds his receiver, and delivers the football.
It's going to be a penalty on top of that.
Personal foul. Grabbing and pulling the face mask. Number 52, defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So instead of the 40-yard line, they'll move it down to the 25. On the face mask, the pulling of the face mask is 15 yards on Moreland Greenwood.
I think that was an effort of frustration by Moreland Greenwood. I mean, this play is nullified. Brady's got to come off, go back in the other direction. And he finds Dan Graham.
Now the play to the outside. Corey Dillon down the sidelines and almost busted it for a touchdown to the 5. Arturo Freeman forces him out, but the quick hit for Corey Dillon picks up 20 yards and a first down for the New England Patriots.
Where in the devil is the run support on that side? Arturo Freeman, bad angle. Sam Madison gets caught inside. The play bounces outside. This is unacceptable here. Corey Dillon just outruns the perimeter of the Dolphin defense.
In the red zone, first and goal at the 5. Inside handoff, Patrick pass for a yard or two. And it's getting physical out there, and then a late flag comes in. It's getting very, very physical out there.
That looks like a procedural call going to go against the Dolphins. Offsides,
I think that's on Madison after the play. We'll hear Walt Anderson's explanation, but Madison's in the middle of that because he's the one disputing it the most.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 29, defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
It's on Sam Madison, so now they'll bring it down to the 2-yard line. And it's
number 50,
you want to compete, you want to play at this level, you got to bring it, and both teams are bringing it now.
Well, first Sam gets caught up inside and loses containment, and then he comes right back, and a big penalty.
He's just being taken out of the game. First and goal at the 2. Play fake, Brady with time back of the end zone, broken up at the last second. Intended for Vrabel. Nice recovery by Moreland Greenwood. Or is that Jenkins?
That was
Jenkins.
Corey Jenkins.
Yep.
What a reaction play. He sees Vrabel. The eyes get big and wide. The hands go up, and Corey Jenkins just went for the eyes and deflected the ball with the back of his hands.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line. Vrabel's caught 1 ball this year for a touchdown. Now they bring in the horse once again. Dillon behind Seymour. Fourier in motion to the left. They give it to Dillon, trying to cut inside. The Dolphins defense said, next time maybe, but not now. Sammy Knight leading the charge inside.
Awesome play by Sammy Knight. He knifed Corey Dillon down. Knight and Jason Taylor, neither liked the spot. Thought Corey Dillon's knee was down right around the 3 or 4 yard line.
They mark it at the 2, so it's third and goal at the 2. Brady loves to play fake and go to his tight end, Daniel Graham, in this situation. We'll see where he is lined up. He's lined up on the right. The quick hit. They play fake again. Brady with a ton of time throws right, and Dillon's wide open for a touchdown.
How about the poise and confidence of Tom Brady? Trying to get to his tight end off the play fake. He just danced and looked around and pranced until he found an open receiver. Corey Dillon unaccounted for. Easy score.
Great job of play action by Tom Brady. He had all the time in the world to find what he wanted to do. He actually counted the attendance and is left wide open. That's a shame because the Dolphins had a heck of a stand inside. And there is some hitting going on out there, folks. Point after by Vinatieri is up, and it is good. So the Patriots after trailing briefly, have taken the lead back 21-17 on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. 4 package, 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Cokes for $154. That's a $75 savings per game for the Cleveland Browns. For information, log on to MiamiDolphins.com, sponsored by WQAM, the Sun Sentinel, and Miami Subs. Patriots answered back the touchdown drive of the Dolphins with one of their own, 10 plays, 72 yards in 4 minutes and 43 seconds. The last two, a 2-yard touchdown, Tom Brady to Corey Dillon, his first receiving touchdown of the year for Dillon.
Patriots, the team, much more able to put together 10, 12 play drives. That evidenced by time of possession. New England 27 minutes, Miami 16.
Vinatieri to kick it off. Then Wes Welker angling over to the 5. Picks it up there. Upfield to the 20. Along the right sidelines up to the 30. And Welker out to the 35 and beyond. The special teams of the Dolphins, thanks to the great returns of Wes Welker, have given them decent field position, trailing by 4. These words from your local station on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. So with 2 minutes and 1 second left, third quarter, Miami with the ball at their own 36, trailing 21-17. Patriots have won 27 of 28 games. That is phenomenal. McMichael in motion, blitz on, play fake. Feely has time, throws deep, looking for Chambers and overthrows him. He got caught up, I think, with Asante Samuel. Fans wanted pass interference. That was not a catchable ball.
Never going to get it when the feet get entangled, or rarely. Once again, you saw a 2-man pass pattern for the Miami Dolphins. Both wide receivers out, and you keep 9 players in to protect for A.J. Feely.
Donald Lee comes out. Jamar Martin returns at fullback. Patriots scored first. 19 consecutive times they've done that. Morris back in at tailback. Play fake. Feely didn't fool the Patriots. Slips a sack. Throws. Incomplete. Looking over the middle for Marty Booker. Good job by Feely to elude the oncoming rusher. And he got the throw off, but too low.
A.J. seems like he's having some fun out there now. Ty Warren was right in his face, and he put a little swivel hips on Ty Warren. Left him. I thought that ball should have been completed.
Patriots starting to bring more people to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, the blitz being shown as Feely goes back to throw. In trouble, flips it ahead to Morris. Tries to find some running room and picks up about 3, and he is wrestled to the ground hard by Roman Pfeiffer. So the drive goes 3 and out.
Just another example of Dolphins. So tough for them to put together an 8, 10, 12 play drive. This is a 3-and-out punt for the Dolphins.
5th punt from Matt Turk. This one to Kevin Falk, who stands back at the New England 20-yard line. Battle of field position. High snap. Turk brings it down and drives a beauty. Airborne. Drives Falk back. Fair catch at the 7 or 8-yard line by Kevin Falk. Great punt by Turk of 53 yards. So 57 seconds to go, third quarter. And the Dolphin defense has done, for the most part, has done an outstanding job. And right now it would be a welcome sight to Dolphin fans if they're able to keep the Patriots without a first down on this drive.
Dolphins right there in this ball game, but with the fourth quarter looming and the Dolphins behind, this season their record is 0-9 when trailing after 3 quarters.
Couldn't give you great confidence, does it? There is some positive news, though. I'll share this with you in a second. 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line of New England. Graham, the tight end, in motion. Brady goes back to the end zone. The throw over the middle and open is Deion Branch. So much for pinning the Patriots back deep as Brady and Branch connect to the New England 32-yard line and a pickup of 23 yards.
Did you hear that suck sound right there? That was Tom Brady faking it to Corey Dillon and the two interior linebackers for the Dolphins, Pope and Ian Badejo, by the pump fake, and Deion Branch wide open in the middle of the field.
Out to the 32-yard line. Gibbons in motion to the right. Brady again, play fake, holds the Dolphin defense. Brady going deep. Flag is down. They jump ball for it. Incomplete, but there is a flag down in the area of holding by the defense, but we'll see.
This can't be good news for the Dolphins, where that flag is positioned right in the center of the Dolphins secondary.
While the quarterback was in the pocket and before the pass was thrown, illegal contact, number 29, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
It's on Sam Madison. Sam not having one of his best games.
This is the 18th game in a row where Sam Madison does not have an interception. That's astounding to me.
So they mark it at the 37-yard line of the Patriots with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. In each of their last 4 losses, the Dolphins have been ahead, tied, or trailing by as few as 3 points going into the fourth quarter. Right now, they trail by 4. Straight ahead dive play to Patrick Pass will conclude the third quarter. After 3, New England 21, Miami 17 on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Fourth quarter begins. This is the quarter where the Patriots kind of own things. They have it 2nd and 7 at their own 40-yard line. After Brady's second interception by Sammy Knight, he has completed 4 or 5 passes for 44 yards and the 1 touchdown to Corey Dillon. Dolphins have actually outscored their opponents by 1 point in the fourth quarter. Hard to imagine when you look at the record. Miami to rush 4. Brady under center. Goes back to pass. With time, dumps it over the middle. It is complete. Close to the first down. To Patrick Pass. I think the operative word, Jim, is time.
Plenty of time, no pressure. Strong back option there. Run your fullback on a circle right. Get him operating on your Sam linebacker, in that case, Moreland Greenwood. Just a little stutter step wiggle, bend it inside, and Brady puts the ball right on the money.
High formation. 3rd down and 1 for New England. Graham in motion to the left. They pitch right to Dillon. Tries to cut it up inside. Very close. I don't think he made the first down. But the battle is not over, because Bill Belichick is not above taking a shot on 4th down, even on his side of the 50-yard line. But they're bringing out the punting unit, surprisingly.
Charlie Weiss, the coordinator, he calls the game from the sideline, likes to be close to his quarterbacks. Charlie Weiss off to Notre Dame. Boy, that's a juggling act he's got. Coordinate this offense, put together a staff at Notre Dame, and recruit by National Signing Day, February 2nd.
Tough. Miller to punt and sends a wobbly kick. Fair catch called for by Welker. Gathers it in at the 19-yard line. The Dolphin defense holds. Now can the Dolphin offense move the football?
Dolphins have not come from behind to win a game in the fourth quarter this year. They are 0-9 when trailing in the fourth period.
Corey Dillon is over 1,400 yards rushing. The 3rd running back in Patriot history to go over 1,400 yards. The record holder for one season is Curtis Martin. Number 2 is Jim Nance, 1966 with the Boston Patriots. Feely on the handoff, looking for running room, and there's nothing to find for Sammy Morris for no gain.
Tries to abandon the call and bounce it, but Asante Samuel from his cornerback position said, "Come here, big boy. I'll get you down."
Remember Jim Nance?
Sure do.
Played with a guy in the booth to our right by the name of Gino Capoletti.
The great Gino Capoletti.
Yeah, now he's got to get his partner Gil Santos to quit smoking cigarettes. It's killing us. 2nd and 10, Dolphins from their own 19. Feely, quick drop, throws it over the middle. This one is caught, and close to a first down at the 28-yard line is Randy McMichael. Is that Donald Lee? Donald Lee, his first catch of the day.
Donald Lee, little turnout against the zone, caught it between the two linebackers, ducks his head and gets it up the field, which will set up this short yardage situation.
Now the Dolphins rarely have used the same kind of formation. They use the lineman as the extra blocker. Instead, Jamar Martin, who is a good blocker, steps to the front of the I formation. Patriots with a 6-man front. They go up inside, and a first down, diving over the pile is Morris, and he came in behind Jamar Martin. Jamar Martin starting to look more and more, Jim, like a keeper for the Dolphins.
He's a Mack truck. Whereas Rob Conrad was better with a football in his hands, most as a pass receiver, Jamar Martin is a pure Dion Dyer type fullback.
1st and 10, Miami at their own 31. 11:38 to play in the game. Again, they keep it on the ground with Morris trying to find some room. Vince Woolfolk meets him in the hole at the 35-yard line, but a gain of 4. It's 21-17 New England.
Jamar Martin again with the ISO block, that time on Teddy Bruschi. He stuck him, walled him, and moved him out.
Randy McMichael said this week, nobody outside this locker room gives us a chance. The Dolphins believe they can hang with the Patriots, and right now they are. Can they take that next step? Donald Lee comes in, second tight end, replacing Martin. He goes in motion to the right. Feely, play fake. Blitz on. Feely gets away from trouble for the moment, but only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Richard Seymour puts him down for no gain. And Richard Seymour was a college teammate of Randy McMichael's at Georgia.
Lots of heat on A.J. that time. Willie McGinnis was there.
Brian Gilmore comes in the game, replacing the second tight end, Donald Lee, and Troy Brown comes in defensively for New England. Booker to the left, Chambers to the right. Gilmore in the slot. 3rd and 6, Miami at their own 35. Let's see if the Patriots blitz. Gilmore in motion, Feely back to throw. Rushes out to the right, throws it on the run, catch is made. First down. And it is Chris Chambers across the 45-yard line.
That was all A.J. Feely, and that was a big play, but there's a holding.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
Number 78, offense. 10-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Tino James is hit with an untimely infraction, and that kills a first down and now hurts this drive seriously.
Same thing you said in the first half, Howard. Just when you start to energize the building and you get something going, the bad mistake, Gino James, left guard. He's isolated on Richard Seymour, and he's got a pretty good vice grip on him there.
So now you got a 3rd and 16 on the Miami 25. Time is wasted. Under 10 minutes left. 21-17 New England as Feely goes back to throw. Looking long, looking short, now looking for room, throws. He completes it to Sammy Morris for a very short gain. And the Dolphins are going to have to punt. Those penalties are drive killers.
Troy Brown on the tackle. Better that time. So the drive stalls, the Finns will punt it away, and you can't just exchange with the Patriots here.
Nope.
Got to do something bold and try to turn this game your way if you're Miami.
So Matt Turk takes the snap from center and drives the punt high in the air. It is Falk at the 23. looking to run left, back to the right, looking for running room, slips out of 1-2 tackles, and finally is brought down near the 35-yard line by Ronald Williams. 48-yard punt, 12-yard return. 21-17 New England. These words from your local station on the Dolphins Football Network. With the Mad Dog, Jim Mandich, Howard David here at Pro Players Stadium. 21-17 New England with 8:56 left in the ball game. Brady and the Patriots start from their own 35 and give it to Corey Dillon running left, and he goes nowhere. And Jason Taylor almost had his legs folded underneath going in the wrong direction and quickly gets to his feet. But that looked very ugly there for a second.
That was the stuff of a contortionist right there.
So no gain on first down. Does the magic of the Patriots continue? 27 wins out of their last 28 games. They give it to Dillon again, running left. Finds a little room across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Rarely do you see the Patriots in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. They get to a manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Big difference.
I think we're looking at a distracted New England team tonight.
Distracted because they got the
Jets next week.
Yeah.
They're playing that, are we going to get Pittsburgh in the first round, and who's got home field advantage?
Well, the big play now, 3rd and 3 for New England. Brady's been picked off twice. He goes back to throw, looks left, looks right, throws it over the middle. It is caught by Deion Branch in stride, just as Brady gets hit by Jeff Skinina and Derek Pope, and they convert another 3rd down play in Dolphin territory. Very, very disheartening.
Took his time. No panic in Brady. And then he waited for his receiver, Deion Branch, to clear Derek Pope, the rookie linebacker, and Brady laid it right in there.
Just as he gets hit, he gets rid of the football just in time. It's all about a split second here and a split second there, the difference between winning and losing. He's hit 6 of his last 7. Brady changing the play at the line of scrimmage as the Dolphins showed blitz up the middle. They give it to Dillon running straight ahead. Correction, Kevin Falk. He's hit at the 45 of the Dolphins with 6:45 left. A lot of people either have left or have not shown up tonight, but enough empty seats. But then again, you look at it, the Dolphins are 2-11. They're playing the defending world champions. Either that or they're tired and hungover from watching Ricky Williams being interviewed yesterday on 60 Minutes. That would put me to sleep.
I couldn't get myself up to watch that. I've heard it all.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that cat weird?
Dolphins showing blitz on 2nd and 7 as Brady changes the play at the line. Gives it to Falk running left, and he breaks free at the 40. 35, 30. Derek Pope has to bring him down, but Tom Brady has some sixth sense. He just sees things so well.
They got him into the right play against the wrong defense for the Dolphins.
15 yards on the run by Falk. First down, New England at the Dolphin 30. The touchdown here would be lethal from the Dolphin point of view. A field goal would still keep it a 1-score game.
You'd almost concede a field goal at this point.
Sure. Falk, the single setback. How do you stop the Patriots? Again, they go to Falk running left. Great blocking, 25. Pulled down at the 22-yard line. They just have a way of creating opportunity. And I believe Falk is shaken up on the play.
We're seeing teams more and more run right at Jason Taylor and either force him to play smash mouth, or oftentimes Jason takes that upfield attack of the offense and takes himself out of the play.
Falk trots off with a noticeable limp and replaced by Corey Dillon. Well, here's the good news. Falk's going out of the game. Here's the bad news. Corey Dillon's coming back.
The depth on this roster is astounding. How they are able to replace players and not miss a beat is it's a marvel to me.
5:02 left and counting. New England driving, 2nd down and 2. From the Dolphin 22. Dillon straight ahead, 1st down and more. He's going to go to the goal line. Last second trip up by Skinny has saved the touchdown or to just delay the inevitable.
What a run. A little bit of everything on that one. Feel, bounce, spin, burst. The only thing he didn't do was
Number
take the final 2 yards.
Number 93 both.
Corey Dillon over 100 yards for the
50
8th time this season. He has 119 and 2 touchdowns.
That umpire got bounced around pretty good on that play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Play fake. Brady throws, end zone, touchdown. Daniel Graham, one of his favorite plays.
And we said the Patriots would work over the inexperienced Dolphin linebackers. You got Corey Jenkins right there trying to run with Daniel Graham. That's mission impossible.
So New England ups the count to 10 with the point after on the way. And Daniel Graham's 6th receiving touchdown of the season.
Boy, play action works good when you got to run a couple of runners like Falk and Corey Dillon, doesn't it?
Nope, no doubt, no doubt. Vinatieri's point after is good. So for Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the New England Patriots open up a 28-17 lead. These words from your local station are the Miami Dolphins Football Network. 3:59 left in the ball game. The Patriots with 165 yards of rushing. The Dolphins have had problems stopping the run since the injuries to Bowens and Chester. They've now given up, this is their 4th game this year, they've given up at least 150 yards on the ground. The Jet game was the worst, 275. Here's the kickoff to Welker from the 1-yard line. Welker heading upfield, running to the right, up to the 20, trying to go outside, across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 8 plays, 65 yards in 5 minutes, time of possession. And the Patriots, Corey Dillon, with 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving, 1 rushing. 28-17 New England on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. This year that a Dolphin opponent as a team has rushed for over 150 yards. 165 for New England. There's no question about where the deficiencies are. But the ability to stem the tide, tough when you're missing Zach Thomas, you're missing Eddie Moore, you're missing Junior Seau. There's a whole linebacking core right there as Feely goes back to throw. Dumps it over the middle, it is complete. Sammy Morris across the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
Got to get in a 2-minute, and that's what the Dolphins are doing.
Pick up of 15 yards for Sammy Morris. Feely operating out of a shotgun. Patriots to rush 5. AJ takes the direct snap. McGinnis in his face as he throws. And it looks to be incomplete and short. Willie McGinnis putting a lot of pressure and virtually coming unblocked from the outside.
My observation, too, it looked like John Sinclair was very lackadaisical in his efforts to wall off Willie McGinnis. Bill Belichick standing on that far sideline, nothing but great admiration for that man.
Heck of a coach. As Feely drops back to throw. Throws it out to the right. It is caught by Randy McMichael. Hurdles a tackler and goes out of bounds for a 1st down to the New England 43-yard line.
Asante Samuel tried to take Randy's knees out, and Randy went high hurdler on him. Jim Bates still urging his team on, trying to get them to show a sense of urgency.
McMichael, 4 receptions. He has eclipsed Keith Jackson's single-season mark for most receptions by a tight end as Feely goes back to throw. Throws it out to the right and open is Chambers, and he just steps out of bounds to stop the clock with 3:11 left. He goes out of bounds at New England's 38-yard line. The Dolphins have indeed confirmed the fact that Art Shell did interview for the Dolphins head coaching job for next season yesterday, or rather today. Jim Bates supposedly will interview tomorrow. Patriots look like they're bringing 5. The draw play to Morris with room inside the 30 and dives near the 25-yard line. Troy Brown is there to make the stop, but a first down run by Sammy Morris for 12 yards.
Nice call, nice block up front by Geno James. Good run by Sammy Morris. The hurry up is on.
It's a 2-score game now for New England as Feely goes back to throw. Steps up and dumps it short, complete to Morris at the 20. Runs right, trying to get out of bounds, and dives to the 18. And the Dolphins, who have all 3 timeouts remaining, not using one here, 2.5 and counting.
Taking a lot of time getting here. Gee whiz, what kind of 2-minute drill is this?
Feely out of his shotgun. Looks to the right. Got his shirt for a second. Throws. End zone. Diving for it. That's going to be a pass interference call, of which there is no doubt. Intended for Chambers. Ball a little underthrown, and Rodney Harrison drilled Chambers. So it'll be Miami's ball, first and goal at the 1 with 2:13 remaining.
Pass interference, number 37, defense. Foul occurred in the end zone. First down at the 1-yard line.
Rodney Harrison got sucked out of position. Chris Chambers got in behind
Number
him.
69 is
Harrison had nothing to do but run right through the intended receiver.
Minor has a rushing touchdown. Morris has a rushing touchdown. Tight formation. Morris, the deep back. McMichael in motion to the right. A.J. hands to Morris. Tries to hurdle over the top. And he is in. Touchdown. Second touchdown of the game for Sammy Morris. And all of a sudden, the Dolphins have made this a little easy from the Patriots' point of view, and Miami's going to have to go for 2.
Sammy Morris, with a second effort, was laying on top of the Dolphin offensive lineman and Roosevelt Coleman, and then he just stretched out. His knee never touched the ground, and definitely a touchdown. Pretty smart play by Sammy Morris.
Third rushing touchdown of the game for the Dolphins. The Patriots had given up a total of 6 coming into this game. So now the play for the 2-point conversion. Chambers in motion. Feely rolls right. Throws back of the end zone. Overthrows the intended receiver.
I think he pulled that thing in.
Yeah, he did, but out of bounds.
What a catch by Marty Booker,
Yeah.
but never had a chance to catch it in bounds.
Too bad. Well, Marty Booker's hands are as big as a first baseman's mitt.
Well, you've got the best onside kicker in the NFL.
But instead of needing a field goal to tie the game, now you need a touchdown to win it. So we'll step aside with 2:07 left. These words from your local station on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. Don't forget to join Smirnoff, the #1 vodka in the world, Sunday, January 2nd, 1 o'clock at the Kendall Ale House. Smirnoff reminds you to drink responsibly. Here's the situation. 2:07 left in the fourth quarter. New England leads 28-23. The Dolphins appear to be setting up for an onside kick. David Patton is deep just in case he kicks it long. And he does kick it long. Patton drifts back and collects it at the 4. Running right up to the 10 to the 15 and running out of bounds to the 20-yard line. So with 2:03 left, the Dolphins have the 2-minute warning plus all 3 timeouts to use. We'll see how the strategy pays off.
I don't think I play it that way.
You would rather have the onside?
I would rather have tried the onside. And my logic would be this. You need a touchdown. It's not like you could have a short drive and kick a field goal. But you've got the 2-minute warning and you've got 3 timeouts in your pocket. You force the Patriots to make a play. Can you stop the run? That's the question. How much confidence? Jim Bates says, I believe we can stop the run.
Well, Corey Dillon has gotten over 100 yards so far. Branch comes in motion. Play fake, Brady, and the ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage. David Bowen's got his hands on it.
This is the 2-minute warning.
So we have reached the 2-minute warning for cars, trucks, vans, and sports utilities. For value and service, it's Ed Morse, of course. 28-23 New England at the 2-minute warning on the Miami Dolphins Football Network. For rebate, score up to $100 Visa gift card, $100 Visa gift card. See your authorized Canon dealer for details. Game just got really interesting. David Bowens came just precious seconds away from intercepting a pass at the line of scrimmage and going in for a touchdown. So now New England's got it 2nd and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Corey Dillon, the single setback. Branch to the left, and he is dangerous. Brady hands off to Dillon, running straight ahead, and the Dolphins put him down and call the timeout immediately. Derek Pope leading the charge. So it'll be a gain of 1 yard.
Timeout.
And the Dolphins spend one of their 3 timeouts. And if you don't think the Dolphins defense right now is supercharged and jacked up, they haven't allowed a lot of great things to scream about this year, and now they have an opportunity to really make a play.
So it's 3rd and 9. You got Charlie Weiss, Bill Belichick over there. And do you put the ball in Brady's hands and say throw it down the field and try to close this game out?
Probably. Yeah,
I think they've got so much confidence in number 12 that, and my experience is New England tries to make plays to win the game, and of course Brady's 7 for his last 8 with 2 touchdowns.
Patton right, Gibbons and Branch left. Brady back to pass under a rush, and he is sacked. Then dumps it, and it's intercepted by the Dolphins. It's intercepted by the Dolphins. Brendan Ayabandejo, after the sack of Brady, intercepts the pass at the New England 20-yard line.
Tom Brady just made one of the dumbest, most foolish plays I've ever seen out of him. He was sacked in desperation. He just threw the ball up for grabs, and it was grabbed by Brendan Ayabandejo.
3rd interception of Brady, and the Dolphins have a chance to steal it. 1st and 10 at the New England 21 with 1:45 to go. The Dolphins have 2 timeouts left. But you're talking about beating a champion at their own game. And Feely needs time. Morris, the lone setback. Back to pass Feely, and a flag is down. And this is what you cannot do. Pre-snap penalty.
Unbelievable.
Before the ball was snapped, false start, number 31, offense.
Wow.
5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
You just can't make mentals like that. Well, I'm watching both Dolphin offensive tackles get beaten on the outside speed rush.
So now it is 1st and 15 at the New England 26. Booker to the right, Chambers left, and Feely back to throw. Over the middle, ball is deflected, incomplete. There was coverage on McMichael down the middle seam from Rodney Harrison. He was on one side and Roman Pfeiffer on the other, and Feely could not fit it inside.
Both A.J. Feely and Randy McMichael looking for the pass interference call. I'm seeing Randy McMichael double teamed every time he runs tight end middle.
So now it is 2nd and 15 at the 26. Patriots to rush 4. Now they bring a 5th as Feely goes back to throw to the right and makes the connection to the outside to Booker for about 5 yards to the 21-yard line, the original line of scrimmage, only now it is 3rd and 10, and we know, obviously, it is 4-down territory.
Well, the blitz that has done the Dolphins in the last 2 years, they finally picked it up. Rodney Harrison coming off the corner, timed it perfectly, but Sammy Morris was right there to put a hat on Rodney.
Single setback is Morris. Patriots to rush 5 as Feely goes back to throw. Going end zone, incomplete. The Dolphins want a flag, but they'll not get their wish.
Holy cow. That is your classic face mask, face guarding. Earth Wind Moreland got away with one on Darius Thompson that time. Darius outside runs the takeoff.
50-second charge timeout, Miami. This is a 30-second timeout.
In replay,
There's contact.
there's a little contact.
Yeah, a little bit of contact.
Really can't see where you let the game be altered by that call.
But if there's contact beyond 5 yards, any contact, is that still not considered illegal contact?
Well, yes.
I mean, with the new rule the way it is this year, if there's any kind of contact
Look
beyond
at Jim,
5 yards,
Jim
and
Bates.
Jim
He
Bates,
is
yeah,
livid.
and he has a right to be. So now you're faced with the ball game. Now here's where the Dolphins have been the last 4 games. In each of the last 4, they have been in position to either win or steal a game, one or the other or both, and have fallen short for 4 straight weeks. Is this week any different? And they don't need a touchdown now. They just need a first down. They're 6 of 14 on 4th down plays this year. And you know the Patriots are not going to let A.J. sit back there comfortably and look for a receiver. But that, to me, was illegal contact. Chambers to the left, Booker to the right, and Thompson in the slot left. Dolphins need 10 yards. Are they going to review this? No, I can't review it. It's not a reviewable play. The Patriots have called a timeout.
New England. This is a 30-second timeout.
I mean, to me, there was contact. And with the new rule saying beyond 5 yards, once there is contact, it is contact. And it should have been a 5-yard penalty. And an automatic first down. But the Dolphins are not going to get that call. Not in this situation against the world champions. I don't think.
Tom Brady makes the dumb play. Dolphins get the huge break. You don't like the way this possession started, though, do you?
No.
The 1st and 5, and
well, I
makes
don't.
it all that much more difficult.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to run Feely out of a shotgun, but you know the Patriots are not going to sit there and watch him just pick the defense apart. They've got 3 on the line, maybe 4. And now they bring a 5th and a 6th. Harrison on the blitz. Feely throws, looking end zone. Catch is made. Touchdown! Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. Darius Thompson. Darius Thompson has given the Dolphins the lead. A 21-yard touchdown. What a throw by Feely. Oh, baby.
Dolphins will go for 2 points here. Try to make it a 3-point lead. What a great throw and catch. A.J., the heat was coming. Rodney Harrison on a ferocious blitz.
Final timeout, Miami. This is a 30-second timeout.
Darius Thompson with his 19th catch of the year, his 3rd touchdown reception, but it was all about the throw.
Good pass protection. Rex Hadnot gets a great blitz. Darius, he's isolated on Troy Brown.
Wow.
Goes up and takes it away from the great one from New England. That's the place to go, in the slot. The throw was perfect. And Darius, 6'3" of him. Too much for Troy Brown to handle.
Now the all-important 2-point conversion, because then a field goal can't beat the Dolphins. It can only force more time. Chambers left, McMichael and Lee to the right, and Morris the lone setback. They send Chambers in motion. A.J. with a touch pass. Flag is down. We're going to get a pre-snap penalty on the Dolphins.
And the catch had been made.
Before the ball was snapped,
Lee.
false start, number 86, offense. 5-yard penalty. We'll retry from the 7-yard line.
You know what? I know you don't want to see penalties, Jim, but it's almost like Now the receivers have more room with which to run routes. You don't feel that way.
Well, I just saw Marty Booker get the matchup he wanted and made the catch that would have made it a 3-point game. That's a crying shame.
Well, here they go again. Only now it's from the 7-yard line. 2-point conversion. A.J. Feely looking at a 4-man front, goes back to throw, steps up, looking, drilling, and it is incomplete. Nearly picked off by Teddy Bruschi. And so now with 1:23 remaining, and we know we have seen this 100 times before, particularly the last 2 years from the New England Patriots. And A.J. Feely got hit, and he is limping off the field.
The great Miami Dolphin defense. We've seen this before. Can this be the time they hold the lead?
1:23 left. The Patriots have 2 timeouts left. And this theater for the New England Patriots has been visited so frequently, it's almost like it's expected of the New England Patriots to perform miracles. And what bigger stage than Monday Night Football to do it? New England is 12-1. They need to win to stay even with Pittsburgh. And they got to look at the New York Jets next week. That game, by the way, is in New York. So now the Dolphin fans who have stayed and supported their team are on their feet. You've got Kevin Falk and Patrick pass back deep. A field goal wins it for New England. The Dolphin defense has been put to the test. And Brady's going to have to throw it, not run it. Olindo Mare to kick it off and drives it upfield and sends a howitzer to the goal line. Falk running right, 15, 20, and gets hit hard, and they pile on short of the 25-yard line. So Adam Vinatieri, who has been a superhero to the New England Patriots fans, his range in this cold weather tonight, you got to feel is still 50 yards, all right? They'd have to get it to the 32 or 33 of Miami for a try of a field goal.
Vinatieri, the best clutch kicker in all of football. He's been perfect this year almost. 28 of 29. His career long is a 57-yard field goal.
They need about 46 on this drive, and Brady out of a shotgun. Checking off the play as Greenwood was showing blitz up the middle. Tom Brady out of a shotgun, takes the direct snap. Looking around, flushed out of the pocket, and sacked back at the 14-yard line by David Bowens. The 4th sack of Brady in the game, and the Patriots have to take a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Brady's flustered. He got flushed. Tried to salvage the play, but coming in from the backside, David Bowens. What an incredible 5 minutes for the Miami Dolphins. A game that looked like it was lost is there to take for the Fins.
So the line of scrimmage is now the 15-yard line. If you're looking for the big play receivers, you only have to look as far as 2 guys, really, David Gibbons and Deion Branch. 4 straight games, David Gibbons has caught 1 pass at least for 35 or more yards. And Deion Branch is the speediest of the receivers for New England.
On that last play, Jason Taylor overpowered Matt Light, threw him right back into Brady. And then it was for his counterpart on the other side, David Bowens, to corral Brady.
Brady out of a shotgun, 2nd and 19 at the 15 of New England. Dolphins by 1, minute 9 to go. Brady takes the direct snap, looking around, throws it right sideline, and it is intercepted by the Miami Dolphins. It's Arturo Freeman who has come up with the interception. It is midnight in Miami.
All right, Miami. How about it? They have intercepted Hollywood Handsome, Tommy Brady, 4 times on this night. And that one by Arturo Freeman will seal this victory. It is a happy night in Miami, and Christmas has come early.
Great jump on the ball by Arturo Freeman on the pass intended for David Gibbons. And it was because of the pressure coming to the backside that forced Brady to throw the ball a little too soft. And the Dolphins, all they have to do now is take a knee.
What a thrilling win for the Fish.
This is a season maker, believe it or not, in a miserable year for the Miami Dolphins. They have shocked the New England Patriots. The knee is taken by A.J. Feely. And Tom Brady, who has been the reason for the miracles over the last 2 seasons, is now the victim.
Tommy Brady, the Dolphins have his number. Tonight it was 4 interceptions in his last 15 passes, 2 in a row.
A knee for Brady, for Feely, and that is the ball game. The Miami Dolphins have shocked the New England Patriots, the world champions, and put a harpoon into their season. The Patriots still walk away the better team, but tonight it was the Miami Dolphins, the better team. And old friends Belichick and Bates meet at midfield, and the Miami Dolphin defense, when they needed to make a play, made a play. Final score, the Miami Dolphins 29, the New England Patriots 28 on the Miami Dolphins Football Network.